Good afternoon, CVP peeps. What is happening on this Monday afternoon at 3:30? Alright, so.
If anybody's interested, we are driving home. We're done for the day.
We're done for the day. We're driving home. Another pool school video here, tech tip. If you have a pool.
You might be a redneck.
Oh my God.
Oh,
either in ground or above, does not matter. This pertains to both, but something to look for. When you're opening your pool, especially when it's cold.
I think I'll take it. I'm not going to go where I think you're going to go.
Especially when it's cold, you may have leaks and drips. Okay? Do not go crazy over them unless they're pouring out. Don't go crazy trying to fix every little drip and leak. And here's why. The system is cold. Okay, the water's cold, the system's cold. So you may have you're gonna have rubber O-rings. Excuse me. You have rubber O-rings, seals that are cold, so they have shrunk. As they warm up and they expand, a lot of those leaks are going to go away. And I've even found with joints that have like Teflon tape in them, excuse me, and even like I do silicone, what I do is I Teflon tape all the threads, and then at the end of the very end of the thread, when you go to thread it in, I will put on the male side, I will actually put a bead of silicone around the very edge. I'll have to show you guys how I do it. I've never done a video on that. I have to show you how I do it. Because I very rarely ever get leaks. But even when it's cold, sometimes even my joints will leak until it heats up. So basically what I'm saying is, when you have little leaks when you're opening a pool, and usually it's opening, it's not closing, it's opening. You're opening the pool, even if it's bitch-ass hot out, if you have little leaks, none of that stuff has had water running through it yet. None of it has been put up to temperature yet from running water. So, and you're putting pressure behind that water right away, so you may have little leaks and drips. If you do, give it a little time to run and everything time to heat up and expand before you go try to fix leaks. If it's running, a few days, a week, something like that, and the leaks don't stop, then you can start looking into stuff and fixing it. But like we just came from one that had a little tiny drip. It had a drip coming out of the tank. It was a sand filter. Had a leak coming out the top of the tank, which they do every year when they start up. That stopped. Shortly after we started it up, that stopped and sealed itself and started heating up. And then there was a little one coming out of the return, and that even seemed to slow down. Now they still want the return one fixed, but it slowed down. So what I'm saying is, you don't necessarily have to.
Oh my God! It's leaking. Oh my God!
It's not a big deal. Like if you have little leaks and drips, that's nice. That's a nice setup. When you have little leaks and drips at opening, the colder it is, the more likely you're going to have those little leaks and drips. Don't panic. Watch them and see if they get less and go away before you do anything. You don't try to fix them right away. Like I said, unless it's gushing out. But I think you guys get the point with that. All right. Do you have anything you want to add to this?
Make sure I'm chewing.
Yeah. Kind of pertaining to what I'm talking about because it is it's a pool school video.
So I was just going to talk about making sure that your hoses, the floppy hoses of the systems that
Oh, go ahead.
For those that don't have hard plumbing when you're above ground pools, that you have
hoses.
The floppy,
the ribbed hoses.
The ribbed floppy hoses. Make sure when you attach them that the screws are good and tight.
Yeah, I recommend you use a gun. Recommend you use a gun. That's what I use. I had one blow off on me today.
Yeah.
While we were there, thank God.
It was running for a couple minutes, and then all of a sudden it just popped right off. So just make sure you have the cuffs all the way on where they should, and make those clamps secure.
And you know, another recommendation on that note, when you have soft hoses like that, you want to try to make sure those hoses aren't just hanging in the air. You want to try to make sure they're supported. I know it sounds stupid, but with them hanging in the air like that and bouncing, you're actually weakening those hoses, and those hoses tend to stretch and rip.
Well, that pulls on the bottom of the skimmer. That pulls on the return.
Yep.
It pulls on the wall.
Yep. So, I mean, just have us hard plumb your pool.
And get hard plumbing.
Yeah. We'll just hard plumb your damn pool. But anyway, yeah, when you have those soft hoses, guys, I've seen those soft hoses fall apart because they have the weight and they're bouncing all over the place because of the system moving, the water running through them. That pressure bounces them all over the place and it weakens them. And I've seen them fray, like literally come apart at the ribs. So you want to try to avoid that by giving them support at the bottom. But like Tammy just said, we do hard plumbing on above ground pools. The one we just came from, we did too. We've done a lot of them, guys, and I'm telling you what, every customer that we've done hard plumbing on their above ground pools so far has absolutely fallen in love with the hard plumbing. They love it. So give that thought. You have no more worry. It looks nicer.
Somebody that we just did said they've never had that kind of pressure.
Yeah, Adam said that.
No, that was with the sand change.
No, it was Adam that's. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, somebody else did say that to me, hard plumb. Because we didn't hard plumb Adams. What was I going to say? I don't remember now. Oh, so your filter system will look cleaner. It has more consistent and better flow. And you don't have to worry about going away and your hoses bursting. You don't have to worry about getting little pinholes in your hoses and them coming apart and just breaking for no reason. You don't have to worry about any of that with hard plumbing. So we do a lot of plumbing and a lot of above ground pool hard plumbing. If you need us, let us know. All right, I hope this helps. Everybody have a great day. We'll talk to y'all soon. Don't forget Memorial Day is coming, so get on. Absolutely bombarded for openings and for services, and during the cleans will start. Repairs. Hit us up. All right, in ground and above. Have a good day. Later.